All right. I seem to be answering this question every day. Uh, I don't know if it's because, excuse me, some of your go get it, KD. I don't know if it's because some of your games might be glitched, moving without the ball. Get off of me. But I seem to get this question. I'm answering it like all the time, and apparently people can't outlet. Yeah, woo woo. And I mean, I really don't understand it, but I mean, it's something that's on a lot of your minds. Getting traded. Everybody knows. If you were here from the beginning, I started out as a Phoenix Sun, and that crap sucked. We had nobody that had even made an All-Star team. That's how terrible my squad was. So I needed to get out of there ASAP. Now, in my other season, I played 2 different seasons with Marcus McCoy, and the other time I got drafted by the Sacramento Kings, which wasn't that bad, but as everybody else, I still wanted to get traded. So what ended up happening to me, all that I know of that it takes to give me them cookies, I'm gone. All it takes to get traded is, from what I know and from what I've gathered, is that first off, you need to crack like the lineup. You need to become like the sixth man. You're gonna meet with the GM. There's nothing you can do to meet with the GM personally in the game. There's nothing you can do but go out there and play good basketball. So as you're out there, wet wipes, as you're out there and you're playing good basketball, he's going to bring you into his office. And it's not till the third or fourth time that he's going to ask you if you how things are going. Usually that's his memo, that's his line for every time you meet him in the office. Now, your first couple times that you meet him in the office, don't complain. Don't be a jerk. Don't be like, I think some of your options are, I don't like this player. Coach isn't giving me enough minutes. I don't like this coach. Me and this player are not getting along. Each time you go there you're going to have different options. But always say, hey, everything is going good. Everything is everything. Don't be trying to throw any shade on anybody, okay? Just keep it 100. Don't throw no shade on nobody, all right? Just let him know you love being there and blah, 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 blah. Once you've done that, what's going to happen is, once I cracked the six-man lineup, I was the sixth man. What ended up happening to me, that's wet wipes. Not wet wipes. Thought that KD was going to have wet wipes. What ended up happening to me is the fourth or fifth time that I went back in there, he asked me how things were going. And then this time, you're going to have the option of being traded. And then that's when you say you want to be traded. I probably should have put the cutscenes in there for you guys, but most of you guys, I didn't figure you wanted to watch that crap. I figured you wanted to go through. I don't like being a spoiler, so I figured you wanted to go through, the season yourself and catch the cutscenes yourself. So he'll ask you. He'll say, you'll say, yeah, I want to be traded. Then he'll go, oh, I didn't expect that. Are you sure you want to be traded? And then you're going to end up saying, yeah. And he'll say, well, I'm going to give you a couple days to think about it. And maybe you'll change your mind. Which your guy will reply, you won't have to pick anything. He's just going to say, hey, it's not going to change my mind. I want to get out of here. Next thing you have to do is the next time you come in there, he's going to say, did you change your mind or do you still want to go down this road? Because once we go down this road, there's no turning around. You say yes. Then he's going to give you a list of teams to look at. The ones in the green, obviously, they want your services. They want you to come to their team. The ones in the red and yellow, they have no use for you. Now, it really baffles the mind, and I don't understand how. That's why I think 2K just rushes and sometimes they just put stuff out there. Because they'll have teams that don't want you. The teams that don't want you will be the teams that don't need a point guard. That need a point guard. So, like, you'll be looking at teams like, just for instance, Orlando, who don't have stellar point guards. The Knicks don't have a stellar point guard. 76ers don't have a stellar point guard. The teams that don't have good point guards don't want you. But the teams that have, like, Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, Chris Paul, all the upper echelon point guards, they'll have the biggest green lines, and they're all interested in you. So they want you to come to their team, which I don't understand, because I've been traded in my other season, the one that I don't put up. I've been traded. How did I not get that ball? I've been traded, and I've been traded to teams where I'm playing with Steph Curry, and he's still the starter there, and I'm coming off the bench. So it's like, this is stupid. You know, my dude is a 93 or 94. Granted that our team chemistry isn't up, so that's probably a reason that I'm not started, but it's starting. But they shouldn't have traded me to that team anyway. That's neither here nor there. You choose the teams you want to go to. Good call, ref. Good call. You choose a team. You pick the 3 teams you want to go to, and then from there, it's about a 6, maybe the 5 to 7 game wait before you get traded, and then you're gone. I really don't know what's going on, because I mean, if my video that I posted asking for a trade, there is like one person every day asking me how did I get traded, and for me it's like I really don't know any other way to tell you. There's no surefire way to get traded except for going out there, playing good basketball, and breaking into the lineup. Not being a prospect, not being a bench warmer. You have to at least be, from the each times that I've gotten traded, I had to be the 6th man. I had to be the 6th man. You have to garner some attention. You just can't get traded. You have to garner some attention so that the GM and the team, the organization, they're going to get something back in return. Because I believe in the second meeting that you come back in and you pick the teams that you actually want to go to, the GM tells you up front, and I think that's what some of you people have been having problems with, because I've gotten people that have told me, hey man, you know, I asked for a trade, but I'm still here, you know, and then I go back in and he asks, you know, I can ask for another trade. The GM will tell you at the end of that second meeting after you ask for the trade, he's going to come out and tell you up front, we're not going to make this trade just to be making this trade. That's not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is, you know, they're going to make a trade that's good for you, but that's also beneficial for them. So, you know, you're not just going to get, oh, these should be wet. What? 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 My first 3 and it's an air ball? Oh, I'm gone. Outlet. Ibaka. Ivlaka. That's a thrown away. Yep. What the hell was that? I shot an air ball. But anyway, that's what's gonna happen to you. You're gonna he's not gonna make the trade. So if you don't get traded, it's because that they couldn't get enough back in return for you. And which guy am I guarding? I'm confused. Give me them. Give me them. And like I said, you should meet with him a total of 3 times, no more than 3 times. The last time you meet with him, he's gonna say, "Hey, we took your invitation to be traded seriously, and you are a new member of blah blah blah, whatever team you chose to pick, or whatever team they got enough back from for you." So that's how it's gonna work. Like I said, I don't know. There's a lot of people, and I have some friends who play, and they say, even subscribers that tell me that their game is glitched, and there's really nothing I can do about that, or 2K can do about that, unless you just start. Why did I pass out of that? That was Monkey Dunk City. Unless you just start a new my player, you know, if you're not getting traded. That's about all I can come up with and tell you. You're going to have to start over, and hopefully you haven't put too much VC into your player and unlocked too much stuff, because that would suck. But if your my player is glitched, that's what you're going to have to do. Like I said, the best and only surefire way to get traded is to go out there, ball out of control, and I know a guy left a comment about, you know, passing the rock. If you want to get noticed, you have to play ball. Everybody should know that 2K's AI setup is not the best. I mean, your team My team, as you just saw, KD is shot 3 for 9, and he can't make a damn thing. But people like Ty Lawson, that the computer controls all the time, can go off and, you know, score 60 points, 67 points a game. Not 60, that's a lie. But 40 or 50 points, they can go off for with ease. Even Nate Robinson can do that. And I don't understand how. Even Kenneth Faried, yeah, he's got a jumper, but he don't shoot jumpers in real life. But he can make that baseline jumper. The baseline is, I got a kind of a problem with the baseline because, yeah, look at 7 for 9 with 12 boards. He is 7 for 9 with 12 boards, but like I said, KD is 3 for 9, and it makes no sense. And all his shots haven't been putbacks. He's been shooting jumpers. The baseline cheese is ridiculous. That's probably one of the biggest things, the biggest problems that I have with this game is the baseline cheese, is because anybody can seem to make a baseline jumper. That shit's probably wet wipes. He's got a board. Anybody can make a baseline jumper. Our teammate Kendrick Perkins has a turnaround jumper on the baseline. Dwight Howard has a unstoppable turnaround jumper on the baseline. People that shouldn't have a jumper on this game have a jumper, and it makes no sense. And that's something that 2K needs to fix. Like, guys that shouldn't be making jumpers consistently like they do have jumpers, but my teammates can't make jumpers. Like I said, KD, I'll be lucky if KD scores us 20, 22 points. Usually he's giving me 15 to 17 points, and that's it. That's it. That's all I'm getting from him. You know? Yeah, J.J. Hickson had 16 points. I mean, the CPU cheese is unreal on 2K. I mean, I love the gameplay, the new gameplay of the game. I love the new setup of the game. Get that out of here, man. I love all that stuff, but some of the stuff they need to tweak. Even some of the guys that have been asking about the jump shots, there's a jump shot video up. I don't wish to do another jump shot video, but if you guys want one, I will. The jump shot feedback is kind of broken. Give me them. Man, I didn't hit a 3 this game. Not a 3 this game. The jump shot feedback is broken. As you can see, I'm not playing with the jump shot feedback on. I'm using real player percentages. And it's ridiculous. Even with the jump shot feedback, you can have an excellent release, A+ shot, and you miss. But then you can have a slightly late release, C- shot, and it's wet wipes. I don't understand the game. I don't understand the setup, but it is what it is. I hope I've answered some of your questions, guys. Like I said, there is no surefire way to get traded. You have to just go out, play ball, get noticed, at least get into the 6-man rotation. Don't be a jerk in your first GM meetings. Always say everything is going good, everything is fine. Don't be a jerk. Then when your time comes, he's going to ask you how's everything's going, and you tell him you want to be out of here. You want out of here. You've had enough. This team sucks. You tired of carrying the load. Let you go. And like I said, if he can trade you, he will trade you. If he can't, some of you guys, as you guys know, you'll still be stuck there. It sucks. It really does suck. Because, you know, you have to wait, but you shouldn't get the opportunity to get traded until 35 to at least 35. I'll say 35 to 40 games in.